Hello, welcome to Paul's Take. This is the new 2023 Ford Ranger Raptor, the most off-road capable Ford Ranger ever. But is it better than the Chevy Colorado ZR2 or the Toyota Tacoma TRD? The Chevy has a starting price of $42,600. Has 308 horsepower. The Toyota Tacoma Pro has a starting price of $46,135 and has 278 horsepower. The Ford Ranger Raptor has a starting price of $52,500 and comes with a 3.0 twin-turbo V6 that produces a mind-blowing 392 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque. That's nearly 100 horsepower more than the Chevy and the Toyota, and nearly 150 foot-pounds of torque more than them as well. That is a slaughter in power. Now let's talk shocks, because when you go off-roading, that's important. The Ford and the Toyota come with Fox shocks. The Chevy comes with their own Chevy performance shocks, but they're no joke either. They're great shocks. So I say they all have great shocks. So the shocks, will call it even. What else is important when you go off-roading? Tires, of course. Tire size. The bigger, the better. So who has the biggest tires? Well, the Chevy and the Toyota have about the same size tires, about 30 inches. Whereas the Ford Ranger Raptor has 33-inch tires. That's legit. That's like what you want when you really want to go off-roading for real, especially when you're doing like rock climbing. Bigger, the better. The Raptor crushes the competition in tire size. 3 inches makes a big difference. Believe me, it does. Also, ground clearance is very important. Now, I've seen the Toyota Tacoma and the Chevy in person, and I gotta say, they both have excellent ground clearance. I don't know the exact numbers, but I think they're both fine. I gotta assume that the Ranger will be better, if not anything else. So we'll say they all have great ground clearance. That's all good. What's next? Oh, I know. If you want to do off-road, like climbing up rocks and stuff, going up terrains and shelves and all these kind of things, what's important, or even if you're going like in muddy situations or snow or ice, you need extra traction. That's when lockers come in. That's right, lockers lock up the tires. So you have no slippage. You know, just keep on climbing. So which ones have front and rear lockers? Or just rear lockers, or no lockers at all? Well, good news is they all have at least some lockers. The Toyota Tacoma has rear lockers. The Ford and Chevy both have front and rear lockers. So in that category, the Chevy and the Ford win over the Toyota. I think we covered all things off-road worthy stuff. Now it's just subjective things like comfort and style. So we'll go with interior style. Now, I've seen pictures of the Ford, and I've been in the Toyota and the Chevy. The Toyota, well, let's go with the worst. I think the Chevy has the most dated interior. It's comfortable, but a little on the dated side. The Toyota, it's actually been the same for a long time, but it has a good look to it. So even though it's older, it still looks good. So we'll give that number 2. Now, of course, the Ford is brand new, and I haven't seen it in person, but the pictures look really good. And I've seen the Ford Bronco, and it looks kind of similar. Well, I don't know, maybe not. But I gotta assume that based on the pictures, that the Ranger will have the coolest interior. Exterior is mostly subjective, but I'm going to say, based on the pictures, maybe because it's brand new and is new to me, I'm going to say they all look good, but I'm going to lean towards the Ranger. The Toyota has really good looks. It looks great. It always has. It's very good. I mean, you could say the Toyota is is equally as good, but I think the Raptor has a beefier, tough look to it. The Chevy looks good too, to tell you the truth. I seen it just recently, just like 2 days ago, and I was really impressed with the way it looked. But I will say they all three look great, but I'm gonna say that the Raptor has the most bold, fresh look to it. So the Raptor wins on that, my category, in my opinion. But that's subjective, so whatever. So all in all, we checked out all the vehicles. What's important in off-roading? Suspension, tires, power, and it seems quite clear that the ultimate off-road pickup truck in the compact midsize category is by far the new Ford Ranger Raptor. What do you think? I mean, it seems pretty obvious, but I guess you can have an opinion as well. Not as good as mine. Anyways, there is one thing about the Toyota, even though it pretty much came in last, because it doesn't have front lockers, and it has the least amount of power, and I don't like the seating position either, but that's just my taste. I do like the new badge you got in the back with the TRD Pro stamp, but there is one thing that might go to Toyota regardless of everything else, is the fact that the Toyota Tacoma is the only one with a manual transmission. I believe a 6-speed manual. So that is really cool about Toyota. Maybe the Raptor will have one too, but I haven't heard about it. So, as of right now, the Raptor wins overall, but still might end up with a Toyota because it has a manual transmission. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Please hit like, subscribe for more videos, and it really helps the channel out. Thanks again for watching Paul's Take.